you guys might be wondering why we're in our penthouse. Well, this is not our penthouse. Well, it is, but it's our new one. The same company, Secure Serve, you can see from my back, is the one that helped me get the first penthouse. And now, the second one is Ajax in the Netherlands. They have the same company and the same exact model. So we decided to do like a deal where I say the deal to the one in Italy. I don't have it anymore, and this one is mine. So we were here discussing this while they did the other Champions League playoff, which we won by, well, we won on aggregate by 5 goals to 4, and that means we will be playing in the Champions League next season because of that draw. And here we are starting off this next game up against 20 and still looking for our first goal for Ajax before they had a chance and they scored. And yeah, we're only showing the highlights for this game. There's not really much to show. And yeah, after that they subbed me and the game ended by 1 goal to 1. It was 1-1 at the end. And still looking for our goal. Run again and we won 3-0. Before checking our group, it was a relatively hard group. PSG, Leverkusen, Moscow, and us. It would be a big group. You can pause and see the other groups. But yeah, our group would be big as we are going to start the Champions League in this video. As here we are, still looking for our first goal. That goal there is just like a preseason. I don't play preseason. And I don't know why preseason isn't supposed to register there, but it did. And look who they've signed. They've signed the one and only Sergio Ramos. That looks like an unrealistic signing, but I'm not going to judge. Because yeah, it's just a game. But here we are, 11 minutes in. They had their first chance, but it was saved luckily by Onana. Before we started off, we were on the attack. It was Tejari. Could he score? It was a 1v1 opportunity. And I tried to chip it, but then it missed. Before, seconds later, after Onana saved it, they got the rebound and they made it 1-0. And yeah, now it would have been a very hard game to try score in the Champions League, and we really needed to start off our campaign nicely. But the thing is, if we can get at least a point here, it will be good considering we are away from home up against Leverkusen. But still, we need to be the top of the group. We need to play well. As here, they scored the first goal of the game before halftime was about to come. And that's how it ended the first half. It was 1-1. Before, 50 minutes in, we started attacking on the other end this time in the second half. And now it was Ziyech holding the ball in the midfield area, trying to get it into the final third. They give it to Tejari. Tejari to Quincy Promes. We get into the final third, but the shot was bad. And it denied our first ever Champions League goal. And yes, 54 minutes in, they came and I think it was Alavarez who scored. I'm not so sure. All I know is that now we are winning this game. It was actually Marin, something like that. But now we are winning. Before, yeah, it was 1-1. Sorry, not winning. Why am I saying winning? It was a draw. Before they subbed us, and I think that's how the game would end. Before, we decided to go to a hangout with our teammates before this happened. Went to the bathroom, started hallucinating, coughing up blood. We couldn't breathe. We were hallucinating. They called a doctor, the nearest doctor, to come to their house. And then, after that, the bad news broke.
Es tut mir leid, Susanne. sagen, dass sie möglicherweise das Coronavirus haben.
Coronavirus in us. We had to go to an actual doctor. This would be bad if we actually had this, because these are all the symptoms, but luckily the doctor said that it isn't. It's just the common flu. Luckily, that scared me, not gonna lie, before we got into our next game. After all the tests and all that drama, they concluded that it was just a common cold. But we just first we had when we were young we had an asthma attack, because we are kind of asthmatic, but it was the first time in a long time. That's why we couldn't breathe, coughing up blood, because I don't know about that. They just said there was some type of burst in my body before we got into our next game, and we hit the post from that opportunity. So yeah, that was all. It wasn't actually the coronavirus, luckily. Before 27 minutes in, we were continuing to attack, and now we were still trying to get that first goal, and it was saved. Still looking for our first ever goal for Ajax. It's been a long wait, and we're not in the form we thought we would be when we came in. Before 30 minutes in, we had a chance to score, but the keeper made a save. Like that, we would usually score that in Italy, but we don't here. And now, fans are even getting a little bit mad that I'm not scoring. Before here, we had another chance. 35 minutes in, can we score? We cut inside, and then we finesse it, but it's a good catch by their goalkeeper. Before they did have a chance, they chipped the keeper, but it was headed off the line. Before, that's how the half ended. And here on the attack, a chance for our first Ajax goal. You hear the haters calling us. That's what the celebration meant, as we get our first goal finally for Ajax after a wait before we had another chance, and it was saved. And that other goal, remember, was from pre-season, so ignore it. Before 75 minutes in, going for our second to try secure the match, it came in, and we should have scored there. It was a 1v1 opportunity, just needed to slide it on the ground, but I don't know what they were doing. Before they crossed it in, but Onana got the all-important catch. Before, in the last minutes, the pressure was slowly dying. Before the match finally ended, we get the dub and the 3 points. We really need to climb the table. Right now we're in 5th, and yeah, that's not an Ajax position. Trying to win the treble, that's our goal. And here we are at home. We are happy. We don't have the coronavirus, and we're okay. Anyway guys, like and subscribe. See you next time.